ScanToPCC was created after an initiative called the 30 Back Program was launched in a skilled nursing facility to effectively provide 30 minutes back every day to clinical teams. It was built by a med rec team based off of the suggestions and the solutions that they needed to see in the upload process. So I'm going to walk you through ScanToPCC. It is web-based. So I went to ScanToPCCapp.com. I'm going to log in. Your login is locked down to your facility's IP address, just like point-click care. I am not in a facility, so I do require two-form authentication. Remote access is provided if requested, and will require your administrative authorization. Once I'm logged in, I'm going to see my dashboard. And on my dashboard, I currently have 14 documents. I can view all my documents. I can see the source of where my documents came from. Now there's 3 different ways you can get a document onto your dashboard. The first way is just drag and drop. So if I have PDFs in my email, on my desktop, I can just drag my documents directly onto my dashboard, hover them over this rectangle, and drop them right there. They're running a virus scan, and then the confetti falls, letting me know that my document successfully made it onto the dashboard. That is a manual upload. I now currently have 19 documents I need to send over to PCC. The second way you can get a document onto your dashboard is via eFax. Here's a document that came in from my medical records eFax. The third way you can get a document onto your dashboard is by scanning. As long as you have a device that is HIPAA compliant, we are able to connect to it. You do not need to purchase any additional hardware. We will use what you have existing in your facility. A shortcut will be placed onto your device that says Scan to PCC. You probably already have a similar shortcut on your device that says Scan to Folder or Scan to Email. This will be just like it. When you click the Scan to PCC shortcut on your device, it will bring your document directly onto this dashboard. So here's something that came over from my medical records copier. Here are my 19 documents I need to now send into PCC. You will notice that some have a dot next to them. The yellow one means that my document has been sitting here for a few days and I need to start paying attention to it. The red ones mean I have hit my maximum time that my facility allows me to have a document on my dashboard and they need to get sent into PCC immediately. So let's open one of those. When I click on the document, I'm able to view the document exactly how I am holding the document in my hand. If it's in color, it will show up in color. We don't change the resolution and we don't change the quality of your document. You can zoom in on your document here. You can also rotate your document if needed. Once I view my document, I need to know 4 things to send it into point-click care. The first thing I need to know is the effective date. By default, your effective date is already going to be selected as today's date, but I can click on the calendar and change the date. The second thing I need to know is the resident. All of my residents are already here from PCC. As soon as they're uploaded into PCC, they will show up here. You will notice it's last name, comma, first name, and then the resident status. D is for discharge, A is for active, and N is for new, someone on the wait list or in the CRM. And then the last thing is the resident ID. Now I can scroll through here and look for my resident by scrolling through all of them, or I can simply just start typing their last name. I can also search by first name. I can also search by resident ID to quickly find my resident. The third thing I need to know is the category in PCC. Now, all of my categories are here from PCC. I have a lot of categories. So again, I can just start typing and find my category that much quicker. The fourth thing you need to know is what you're going to name your document. As soon as I choose my category, the document name was automatically named for me. So it was already completed. And that is a customizable field. So I can choose how I want my document named. If I choose manual charting, it's going to have exactly how I chose to name my document when that category is chosen. So you can uh, choose how you want to name it, and you can also override and just type in the name. We do this for three reasons. The first reason is to save time on typing. You no longer would have to type this whole thing out when you're going to name your document. The second reason is that to reduce human error and any misspellings. We want every single document to be easily located within your resident chart. So you will no longer worry about any human error. Any, one letter off makes it that much more difficult to find it when you're searching through your resident chart. The third thing is to have uniformity. So when you go into your chart, everything is named the exact same way. So it will look exactly the same regardless of who uploaded it. You can choose to have the document name option where you can change the name turned off. It just depends on how your facility would like to do it. So that is the reason we like to have it automatically named for you. This last thing you do is you're just going to send it to PCC by clicking one of these green buttons. They're both going to send your document to PCC. One's going to take you back to your dashboard, and one's going to just upload the very next document. As soon as I click that green button, my document has been sent into PCC. We batch send everything every 15 seconds into PCC. And once they receive it successfully, we get a success code back from them and we release your document. Your document is now in your resident chart for you to view. So that just removed one of my red alert documents here. I'm going to show you what that looks like in real time. I'm going to view my document, choose the effective date, choose my resident, choose my category, and upload. It takes the process to just a few steps and about 3 seconds to upload the document. Here's what it looks like again. View the document, choose the effective date, maybe I want to change it, choose my resident, choose my category, upload. That's the entire process. Now, that is a very quick, efficient process for one document. Here, I'm going to show you some great features. One thing is you're going to see how large your document is. Every single point-click care contract does have a maximum file size you can upload into PCC. It's typically 10 megabytes. It might be 15 or 20 megabytes. But if you are uploading a lot of documents, sometimes they're high resolution, you know that sometimes your document will be rejected because you've hit that maximum file size. Uh, and then you have to go out, manually break up your document into multiple different documents, and then resubmit each one. You will no longer have to do that when you are using ScanToPCC. When I see that this is, let's say, 51 megabytes, I just come here, do my information exactly how I would normally do it, choose my category, and then just hit upload. Now, when I go to the resident chart, it's going to let me know that this had to be broken up. Maybe this was 1 of 4 or 1 of 15. It doesn't matter how large your document is. We will always receive, PCC will always accept it because we will have automatically broken it up for you. So you don't have to put this in. It will automatically do that for you, and you will view that once it's in your chart. So you can just hit upload and send that directly into PCC. The second thing that you can do is when you view your document, you're going to see how many pages it is. Now, say you came in and you just scanned your whole stack of documents all at one time, even though it's for multiple residents. You can view it and then you can choose right here, the purple button, split PDF. A new window is going to pop up. Again, I'm going to be able to view my document. I can scroll through and look at the different pages. I can zoom in again if I need to. But over here, I'm going to have multiple options of how I want to take this one document and break it up into several different documents. So I can say, hey, you know what? Page 1 was a cover page, so I'm going to start on page 2. Page 2 is actually for resident Jack, and that is his discharge document. And then starting on page 3 to page 5, that is for Julian, and that is her advance directive. And then I'm going to add another row here for another document. Page 6 to 7, that was for resident Jenna, and that was her annual wellness visit. And I'm going to add another row. Then pages 8 to 12, that was for Alexander, and that was his advanced care planning. Now, I took this one document that I scanned all at one time, and I'm separating into 4 different documents. Once I hit the green button, they get sent into PCC and they show up in my resident charts exactly how I specified here. When you are in here, you can do whatever you want. The options are endless. I can keep adding more and more rows if I want. I can delete the rows when I need to. I can say page 1 goes to every resident in my chart. I can say page 1 goes here and then all the pages go here. It does not matter. You create what needs to be created in here. When I hit the green button, it's sending it into PCC exactly how I chose. So that is how you're going to send documents into PCC from your dashboard. When you go up to the History tab at the top, you're going to be able to view an entire log of everything that you scan into PCC. This is going by date. This will be a log that is kept here forever. Here's one from 2023. It's going to tell you the upload date, what the document name was, the resident, which category it went into, and who uploaded it. So you'll know exactly who sent what into PCC. You can also choose to export this, export certain dates, and then click export if you need to print this off for your HIPAA journal. You can also choose by resident. So if I want to see everything that was submitted to my resident chart, I can come in here, click on that resident, and view everything that was uploaded into his chart to easily find something. When you go into settings, you're going to be able to do some great personalization options. The top 3 are going to be for every regular user. Create your profile, change your password, and view training videos. And then the last section, second section, is for anyone with admin privileges. And in here, this is where you really personalize things. One of the things is you can personalize your PCC categories. So you can choose whether or not you want to view all of your PCC categories. Sometimes you might have a duplicate and you don't want to send anything into this one because that's for a different department. So you can just choose no. This is also where you would customize how your documents are named based off of the category. So you can create those templates in here as well. And the other great thing is under users, when you create a user, you're able to give them access to particular folders. So if someone's not in MedRec and you don't want them going into the MedRec folder, you can change that right here as well. So that is the entire system. We were able to send 5 documents in to PCC successfully. And I can continue going on from there, getting them into PCC a lot quicker, reducing some of those tedious steps and saving a lot of time and reducing compliance risks. I hope this was helpful and reach out if you have any questions.